Not gonna lie, I was not expecting the game to be this close. But in the end, same old Heat. Same old Heat. 6 straight losses. And all of them, pretty much all of them, were in the same fate. A blown fourth quarter lead. Not capitalizing on shots. Actually, not even four straight. Not even 4 straight games. At least I don't think so. One of the exceptions is the Clippers game, where we just had no hope in that game anyway. And then this game, you had a shot to do the impossible, but you only scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. Not as bad as 9 points, which they scored for quite a little bit. But you want to know what's even more embarrassing, right? You let Derek White score more points than the Heat did, which was, you know what? I don't even know. I'll go count right now, because Derek White, now all of a sudden starting to shoot the basketball and making shots in, and he was not able to do that for the majority of the game. And then one of them was just one of the fluke shots that he did from deep down. Somehow that went in. That one hurt. That one really hurt. There's 9 points for him right there. 12. Okay, so almost. But there's really nothing much to say. There's really nothing to say, really. The game was close. I mean, the second quarter, the Heat did well. Third quarter was close. And the fourth quarter was just a disaster. And the game started off a disaster, too. They'd given up 4 straight threes to start the game from Drew Holiday twice, Al Horford, and of course Tatum, who somehow magically gets the calls. He gets all the calls. And I can prove it here. In the fourth quarter, the Heat challenges called with 2:20 left in the game. Tatum not only traveled, but he head bumps Davion Mitchell. Spo challenged this. No, the call stands. What a fucking joke of the NBA officiating is. What a joke. Seriously, this is one of the more jokes of the league officiating since the NFL. It's a joke that they say that Davion Mitchell makes contact with Jason Tatum, which he really did not. What I saw was a travel. Open your fucking eyes. So bullshit that you just somehow magically missed the travel. And a head bump to Davion Mitchell's chin. How do you miss that? Like, at least 2 violations on him. Nothing. Oh, but it's the Heat's fault. Get the fuck out of here, you bums. Like, I'm so sick and tired of the special treatment. I'm so tired of it. You want him to be good? Let him play on his own and not let him get all the goddamn calls. Embarrassing. And speaking of the calls, you know, the Heats were getting some calls, right? In the end, 10 for 17 in free throws. Big impact on why we lost this game. 3-pointers, also an impact. 13 for 34. The Celtics made 19 threes. And without Jaylen Brown, may I mind you. And field goals, they made 2 more field goals than we did. I just don't know what to say no more. And then you get outscored in the fourth quarter by 11 points. 25-14. It's not a whole lot, but it's bad enough where you're making, like, this is the frustrating part with the Heat. You can make contested threes. Why are we making much of the uncontested? How is this happening? And again, and Spo promised us that they're going to figure something out. I mean, we lost 6 straight games with similar results over and over again. Sure, we didn't have a double-digit lead, but you were outscored by 11. And you had chances to put the ball through the hoop. You didn't do that. And somehow you still miss a wide-open layup. How is this possible? I don't care if it's the Boston Celtics. You played better against the Cavaliers. You did play better against the Cavaliers. And you can't make points in the fourth quarter. You can make points in the first quarter. You can make points in the second quarter, which the halftime score is 50-50. They made a good rebound on that. But in the end, I knew. And that's the sad part. I knew it was going to happen. If you're watching the game with me, I would not react positively nor negatively. I just watch. Because I knew. Isn't that sad? I've been watching this team for over a decade now. And I've seen this over and over again. It keeps happening. And it gets worse through recent seasons. Especially this season. You know, the last 3 seasons where they had something like this going wrong. You know, you have 1 or 2 instances throughout the season, and it gets close. You know, and the Heat were really close. I shouldn't say really close, but they were used to close games. You know, a couple of seasons ago, the NBA final season, there were a lot of close games, and more times than not, they would prevail. This is not the same no more. It's not the same no more. And they always express Heat culture, right? They always express Heat culture explicitly. Actually, let me try that again. Explicitly. Fuck it, I don't care no more. Profoundly even express Heat culture. They're so anal about Heat culture. Right? Well, I can tell you it's dead. It means shit. It really means shit no more. It really means shit. Heat culture's dead, man. You know, there was a time it actually meant something to me, motherfuckers. I mean, and Jimmy Cutler, fuck off. Really, Jimmy Butler is cancer of the fucking Heat. They're winning 12-1 when Jimmy Butler's involved with the Warriors. I mean, get the hell out of here, man. What are we talking about? I've been with these franchises, not with them as per se, but as a fan, for a long time now, that the fan base are just so divided. But they're not talking about what's actually in front of them. Some fans are. I mean, you watch some of the guys. Anthony DiNardo, he's one of the experts as a Miami Heat fan. He knows what he's talking about, bro. I watched his videos, and they're good videos. And he's right. He's right on this. The Heat culture now, it's dead, bro. It sucks. Anyway, let's go with a box score. Let's just call it. Tatum, of course, 28 points, 5 for 12 in 3-pointers. I'm a little shocked that it's not as close as it could have been. 8 for 21 in field goals, 7 for 7 in free throws with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Al Horford with 9 points, with 3 for 7 in field goals, 1 3-pointer, 2 for 2 in free throws with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block. Luke Cornett with just 4 points with 2 field goals with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Drew Holiday, where the hell did he come from with these freaking 3-pointers? 25 points for him, 5 for 8 in 3-pointers, 10 for 15 in field goals with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Derek White, 0 for 6 in 3-pointers until the fourth quarter. 3 fourth-quarter 3-pointers. And he scored 18 points in the whole game. 18 points for him. 3 for 11 in 3-pointers. All in the fourth quarter, by the way. 7 for 18 in field goals. 1 for 2 free throws with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. And then off the bench, you got Peyton Pritchard with 11 points. 3 for 9 in 3-pointers, 1 more in the paint with 3 rebounds and 3 steals. For the Miami Heat, Duncan Robinson, who's making the start, 2 3-pointers. And this was late in the game, too. I think 1 in the third quarter and 1 in the fourth quarter, or I think both of them. You know what? Both of them were in the second half. He did not score at all in the first half, as he would have liked to. So a tough game for him. 6 points for him, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Andrew Wiggins with 23 points. 23 points for him. I thought he played good. These cats, dude. 3 for 8 in 3-pointers, 9 for 21 in field goals, 2 for 4 free throws, with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. I didn't think Wiggins had a bad game. He was pretty good. And then the fourth quarter happened, which, of course, we all know that story. Bam, 9 points. 3 for 7 in field goals, 3 for 3 in free throws with 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Tyler Hero, 19 points. 3 for 8 in 3-pointers, 7 for 15 in field goals, 2 for 2 in free throws with 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Jaime Jaquez with 13 points, 2 for 3 in 3-pointers, 5 for 10 in field goals, 1 for 3 in free throws, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Off the bench, Davion Mitchell with 12. Why is he on the bench? Why isn't he a starter? It makes no sense, dude. That makes no sense as to why he's a bench player. But he has 12 points with 3 for 5 3-pointers, 4 for 8 in field goals, 1 for 3 free throws with 9 rebounds. So he was close to a double-double. All 9 rebounds were defensive rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Could have had 2, but he went out of bounds. Khalil Ware, 7 points, not bad. Couple alley-oop dunks that were pretty good. But I don't know what else to say. And we got a game tomorrow night too. Great. And it's against the Memphis Grizzlies. Tomorrow night at Memphis, by the way. And then followed up by a Knicks team in Madison Square Garden. That's going to be on ESPN. And for whatever reason, ESPN picked up the Heat versus Pistons match on Wednesday the 19th. Why? I guess because each time the Heat play against the Pistons, it's always a close game, I guess. But then you followed up by the Rockets, which, we beat the Rockets at Houston, shockingly. I was really sick that time, too. I mean, hopefully we do it again. But especially hoping you beat the Hornets, because we're on a 6-game losing streak. The game against the Hornets, right? You should have won that game. And when we're not talking about the 6-game losing streak, and worst of all, we wouldn't even talk. Actually, we probably would have if the games were happened the way it did. But you would not talk about the fact that the Heat are now 8 games under 500, 29-37. It looks to me they're on their way of being 10 games under 500. And I don't even remember the last time they had 10 games under 500. I don't. It's been a long time. Negative 0.9 differential. We are now the team with the longest. Let me see real quick. No, it's the Jazz right now. The Jazz just beat us by 1 game. They're on the 7-game losing streak. But at least with the Jazz, they're on the rebuild, which we got beat the shit out of at home, man, mind you, early of the 2025 calendar year. This is the team that is supposed to contend. Is now on a 6-game losing streak. I've covered a 6-game losing streak before. Look at last year. I've done that. Go watch. But this is pathetic. I'm done talking about this. If you like this video and not the game, I'll be shocked if you like the game, unless you're a Celtic fan, which they're probably going to be little keyboard warriors on the video saying, oh, go Celtics, blah, blah, blah. We took over your arena. And also, too, what bugs me is this. Yeah, Heat fans, we take over some of the stadiums or some of the arenas, but they really took over Kaseya Center. That's bullshit. It goes to show that nobody gives a shit about this Heat season no more. It's a failure. Or they're tanking. I don't know, man. I'm done talking about this. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a couple of videos, and we'll go from there. Good night.